Welcome back, everybody, to the Leaders Talk Podcast, where we talk to leaders in every industry, from athletes to CEOs to the person you admire most, and we see how they made it to where they are today. And today, have a special guest, Johnny Arneus Jr. Johnny Arneus Jr. is a wide receiver at St.Thomas Aquinas, currently in a sophomore year, but he's in an interesting position in his football career right now because he just transferred into STA. He's still in sophomore year, so he's not his peak yet, so he has room to grow, but he's already holding big D1 offers from like Penn State. And how many offers? Yeah, like 10 offers right now as a sophomore. So you see that there's room to grow, but he's at somewhere. So for you football enthusiasts and people that just want to be inspired, this one's going to be interesting. So we got to start off with like the absolute most important question that you'll ever get asked in your life. Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi. I don't like Coke. Coke kind of nasty. I don't know.
Yeah, we had a conversation the other day that Coke was like for old heads.
Yeah, Coke's like for old heads. It don't really taste too good to me.
Yeah. All right. Then candy or chocolate? And if so, which one's your favorite?
I say candy better. I like Trolleys, purple Skittles. Oh my gosh. But
Purple Skittles. That's
yeah,
nasty, bro.
Trolleys and purple Skittles. The purple bag of Trolleys, purple bag of Skittles, and M&Ms. I can eat that all day. But I try to, not to eat too much. But I eat it every here and there.
Not bad. Wait, let me check. Hey, check if your mic is on really quick. Just take the thing. Forgot to check.
You be cutting all this stuff out?
Huh?
You be cutting all this stuff out?
Yeah, just this. I usually just keep rolling all the way, but yeah, it's on. Just in case. Because imagine we talk for 30 minutes and the mic goes in. Yeah. So it's better to be safe than sorry. But, all right. So then the third most important question is, trying to think of something different. What's your favorite holiday?
Favorite holiday? I say Christmas.
Valid.
Nah. It gotta be between Christmas and Thanksgiving. But, Thanksgiving got all the good food.
Yeah, and then Christmas has a gift, so it's hard to choose. But Christmas got a mix of both, because sometimes Christmas is like master. Yeah.
So I pick Christmas.
All right, so now that we got the most important questions in your life out the way, now we're going to get on this timeline, right? As you guys know, we're going to get on this timeline, a 3-stage timeline. Pretty much the first stage is like your childhood, where your parents taught you, some of like the earlier lessons you took. The second stage is kind of where you're at now, like your high school and starting to get serious with football. And then the third is where you ultimately see yourself in the future. So starting off with the first stage, what was your childhood like? What was your parents' influence on you? What type of kid were you?
So my childhood was I was, growing up, everybody was a bad kid,
At least
I was very not bad, but I just wanted to have fun,
Yeah.
But my childhood, when I first started, I never played football. I was begging my mom to play football. She wouldn't let me. She thought, sport.
Yeah.
I started when I was 9, so I started pretty late.
Yeah.
And you would be surprised thinking I'm a receiver, D1 offense. I started off playing kicker. First 2 years, yes, kicker and linebacker. Trying to get in, kicker and DN, trying to fit in wherever I can fit in and play.
Yeah.
I just love the sport so much, I just wanted to play. So, my first season I'm at Pompano Cowboys, playing kicker and linebacker. And then, I go to PPO, I try to tell them I play receiver, kicker, linebacker. It's like...
You told them that theory in that way?
Yeah, and they still put me kicker and linebacker. And I always had good grades, did good in school, so the school part was easy for me.
Yeah.
Now it's the transition to the field. So it was before I went to PPO, I was training with my uncle Johnny, just training with him, Marcus, just training with the boys.
Yeah.
And just keep training with them boys. And then so I got to PPO, and them boys had T-Man, Tino, all them good receivers before me. And I'm like, I could do what they could do. You feel me?
It was inspiration.
Yeah, I'm like, it'd be big games. I'm like, I could do what they could do. You feel me? Just put me and give me a chance. Never got a chance. So then
you didn't get the chance.
Never got the chance. So I just went to court. I was at PPO for 2 years and never got the chance. I only got the chance on my 10th year, but I barely played receiver. 1 catch.
So you didn't start playing receiver till what?
I was 12 years old.
12 years. Wow, that's really late, actually.
Exactly. So You know, cause I never like, you know, want to quit on something I want to do. If it's
Yeah.
what I want to, if it's something I want to do, I'm not gonna
But
quit.
why did you want to, like, why didn't you give
Switch.
up? Yeah, why didn't you give up when you saw, okay, they're not accepting me as receiver? Maybe,
Cause I
like, I'm
just
not
kept
good. Like,
working. Like nobody knew I was working. I just kept working. I got bigger, kept working with my uncle. Like every Saturday, work, like nonstop.
yeah.
Work.
And mind you, you were still, like,
I was like,
9,
yeah,
10.
nine,
Like,
10.
nobody was really, like,
Exactly.
putting in that work like that.
Like nobody, look, every Saturday, wake up, Saturday morning, mom wake me up, get ready, go to the field. After that, I'm at his house, relaxing with Marcus, doing something with Marcus, right? Sunday, go to church. Monday, school, back all over again. Cause it's like what, summer. So I'm just putting in work. So then I get the core spring, finally get my spot chance. I got bigger, started playing receiver, playing everything. I felt like that guy.
You're still playing kicker?
Nah.
Thank God we left that behind.
Yeah, I left that behind.
Thank God we left that behind.
Stopped playing kicker. I was playing punt return, all that, kick return, you know, just, you know, having fun. You know, I'm at core springs, you know, doing our thing. Then I got hurt my femur, my growth plate. So, you know, the doctor was telling me, like, your legs might not grow back the same, you know, like one leg might be shorter than the other. So, but I ain't, you know, really think that get to my head. So I just, you know, went through the 6 weeks healing process. And then that's when Corona came. I'm going to my 7th grade year. I'm playing at my school, playing football at my school too. You know, I was that guy in my school too, playing ball with the older guys. I was playing out 7th grade, playing with them 8th grade boys. You know, playing. I'm the only 7th grader starting on my team. You feel me? Like I'm that guy.
And kind of sorry to cut, because I want to keep that part for the second stage.
Oh.
Getting to that part.
Okay.
Sorry, but then to actually add a little bit to that, to like spark up, do you think that, like, pretty much you being held back so much, you being underestimated, kind of fueled something in you that kind of, it was a big driving force of like why you are an athlete today?
Like when I used to talk to my uncle, like Uncle Johnny used to tell me, like, you just gotta keep working. Like my hands were horrible. Like I couldn't catch anything. Like my coach would tell me my hand-eye coordination was bad. Like I just see the ball, drop it. But I think, you know, something like, you know, something big I had to work on was just like, not only that, it's not only about having aggressive hands, just, you know, just focus on the ball. Like when I play, I just like try to let everything come slow. Try to see everything slow, see it.
But kind of sorry to cut you off, because you.
To
go back to the thing. So what was the actual, like? Do you think that it kind of like the actual, like, apart from football, not only football, but just as a lesson that you could take from obviously in life? But do you think that, like, being held back and being underestimated, knowing you could do something good, kind of was the driving force of your success today, or?
I think so. Yeah, it was.
Why?
Cause like, you're somewhere where you know you could do it. Like, it's not only just football. Say like, let's see, trying to teach somebody to do something, but all right, say you with your parents, right, and you want to fold the clothes, but they're telling you no, just to sit there and watch, and I'll show you how to do it. It was like that for me. It was like everybody wanted me to sit there and do it, but
and you just wanted to get out
like,
there.
I know, like, I could do something too. Like, you feel me? Put me in the fire, like, see what I could do. But, and you know, it all takes time to develop. So, you know, sometimes you just gotta wait your turn. Like, it's just. But, you know, even though that's annoying, feeling like waiting your turn, you just want to get out there because you know you could do what you could do. But people won't let you go out there and show what you could do. It's not a good feeling. And I ain't really like that so much.
But it disciplines you a little bit.
Right. Yeah. To, like, you know, when you get your shot, you can't, like, fumble it. Like, when you get that chance to do what you could do, don't fumble it. Like, just something like that.
Yeah. And what do you, actually, now we can a little bit, that's a good transition into your high school, you started off at Somerset, right?
Yeah, started off at Somerset.
So you're playing varsity already as a freshman.
Playing varsity as a freshman.
Big, actually, a playmaker on varsity, not just like playmaker, like not just on varsity and like just getting in some reps. Like, you're a big playmaker there as a freshman. So it gave you a lot of exposure.
Right.
But you're at the position where you're finally, okay, now people know I can play wide receiver.
Exactly.
Right? And you were good. But now you came with a little second problem. Not a problem, but another repeat of what you went through. You were good, and you knew you're good, and the numbers showed it. but the offers still weren't there. Right. And even though you were a freshman, you know, still a sophomore shouldn't even have offers, but you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're ahead of the game, but you realize, okay, yo, like, I'm actually good at this.
Yeah.
I should be getting something. Like, what did that ever cross your mind when you were at Somerset?
So when I was at Somerset, I ain't gonna lie, like, I first got there, I was like, okay, the team wasn't looking so good, you feel me? It was looking like, all right. So I got there, I'm like, you know, like, I always say, like, I'm humble myself until, like, you show them, you prove, like, you say who you are. So I just, you know, humble myself, got there, did my thing, you know, helped them a lot. I was leading our team in, passing yards, and I think, no, not touchdowns, passing yards, though. I had, half of the quarterbacks passing yards, and, you know, I just wanted to, you know, continue to help the team out. So when I got there, you know, I'm like, why no offers are coming in? But, you know, it's all, you know, it's not just about the offers, though. It's like, you show them you that guy, but it's like the school you at, it's like the people you're competing against. It's like the people you're competing against, it's not as good as the people at St. Thomas. It's like you going against people like...
Yeah, like you're good, but your competition isn't that standard.
Good.
Yeah.
So, like, if you show them, like, you can go against big people and you could do the same stuff you're doing against sorry people, not sorry, but, like, people who aren't as good as, you feel me, the people here and now, then it's like, it shows that you really could do something. It shows that you really big difference. It shows that not the school, just because you went to Somerset and now you're going to St. Thomas, it's like, it's not like, oh, I go to Somerset, the people was trash, but that doesn't make me sorry. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I was like, well, it was just like that. So when I came to St. Thomas, it was like, I told people, what school you went to? What school you went to? I told them boys I went to Somerset. It was like, oh, Somerset? And they just like throw me off, brush me off, like I couldn't, you feel me, do anything. I still haven't proven myself. I feel like I still haven't proven myself.
You're still not like at the peak or...
Exactly. I still feel like I still got more to, you know, show. Because, you know, you still got Chance Robinson, and JT. You know, both of us hurt.
And you're a sophomore.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, you still have juniors and seniors.
Exactly.
But you still got your name. Like, you already made a name for yourself being here, sophomore year. Right. But you still have room to grow. So I think it puts you at a thing. But kind of going back to... I think it was interesting what you said. It was kind of in an analogy, right? Like how people describe it. It's kind of like being a big fish in a small pond, but then you go to a bigger pond, and you're this fish, but you gotta like work your way up. You gotta chomp some people. You gotta get bigger. You gotta grow a little bit. But it's good because it takes you out of your comfort zone. Because like you said, bro, like if you're really good against people, even in the business world, you're going against business, against someone that you know is not putting in as much hours as you, that's not doing the same. Like it's like all right. Like there's not even competition. That just it's like you're just annihilating. Like it's just you're beating them. So coming to the school is obviously a blessing in business. When you get into a higher competitive industry, it's better. But kind of going back to the stage when you said that you had those people that helped you and that were kind of like guiding you along the way. You have Marcus Rose, George, a wide receiver, came out of here All-American, like a legend. And then you had your coach Johnny, which is a great football training coach.
Can't forget about Coach Tap, too.
Coach Tap?
Yeah, it really helped me a lot. Yeah, that man really helped me a lot.
Well, if he's watching the video here...
Yeah, he helped me out a lot, you know. I just want to say thank you to him, you know. He helped me a lot.
Thank you.
A lot.
But, so those three people and any other coaches that had influence, but mainly those three people because they were influential in your life. Right. What do you think was the importance of having them, and what are some of the things that you learned from like, having them?
So, you know, when you're younger, it's good to have people you look up to. When I was younger, I used to look up to Marcus. I always watch his highlights in school and everything. And then I'm working out with Coach Johnny at the same time. So it was like, Coach Johnny got him right, so I'm going to get right. So I'm like, you feel me? I'm like, just working. So then when I got older, it was like, I still wasn't as good where I needed to be. But I was good, but I still wasn't as good. Like I didn't have good feet. Like, my feet weren't as good. So that's why I thank Tap for coming in and really helping me with my feet. You know, he really helped me with my feet. Running routes better, controlling yourself in and out the brace. I had good stuff like that, but I wasn't really like controlled. When I first got to Somerset, like everything now, like it wasn't really as smooth. It's like I was smooth with a little bumps, but he really smoothed me. Yeah, he really ironed me and fixed me.
Good analogy.
Yeah, he really fixed me good. Like, he took all the wrinkles off. You know when you sit down, you got wrinkles?
He ironed you. He put you on the plancha. He ironed you. You did all that stuff.
Sat down, got me right.
That was good.
So I think, you know, he really like helped me out a lot.
And how, in terms of like what were some of the mental toughness things that they taught you? Like if you had to give 3 characteristics mentally that they taught you, what would you name them?
So, one, I'll say, like, they really helped me with my emotions. Like, I'm the type of guy, like, not for every play, but, like, you know, like, if I, like, know, like, damn, I just messed up, I'll start getting in my head and, like, you know, acting all out. And they be like, you know, you got to chill. It's not all about the head. Because if you go to a bigger program and you do that, they're not going to worry about you. Next man up. So you got to forget about that play, you know, go on to the next play. I really think they help me with my emotions and body language as well. I really think they helped me with my body language, you know, because, you know, coming to St. Thomas, I started slacking off my body language when I first got here. Like them boys are telling me, like, damn, it don't like you want to be here, it don't like you want to play ball. But I'm like, you know, that's just me. But it was like, it don't matter, you got to change your body language. Coaches don't like that. So, you know, I really think they helped me with my body language as well. And then, let me see, what else? Just being, like, be yourself. I really think Coach helped me with that, too. Because, like, I'll always be myself, but, like, I will always, like, try to feed off other people's energy and stuff. Like,
and you never embrace, like, your own
energy. Yeah, like, make your own energy. Like, be that. Coach D, too, helped me with that, too. Bring your own energy. You got to have your own energy. You know, you don't always have to be the life of the party, but, like, when it's that time to, you know, bring the energy to the team. Say we down. We need energy. Like, come on. Come on. Like, we need to pick ourselves back up, and, like, we know we could do this and that. So let's show them boys. Like, we had a time, like, it was in the playoffs. We playing this team, but we know we better than the team. I think we was down, and them boys was not good. Coach Tapp came to talk to us, you know. We got to really, you know, get out your heads and play ball. It's playoffs. Play ball. We don't want to go home.
Yeah.
He really talked to us, got us right. Play ball. Came out there. First play, came out there running bedpost. Blur to the crowd. But, you know, I just think stuff like that, like, just, it's not always about yelling at the player, like, really just talk to him.
Yeah.
And just, you know, see where he coming from and see what he got going on. But them boys helped me out a lot. I see, like, it was good that I went to Somerset first before I came to a big school. Because I feel like that little school, them little people, like, them little people play with big people. Like, my Coach Tapp, played with Teddy Bridgewater, Amari Cooper, all them boys. So it's like he already been around that environment. He played for Miami, Northwestern, the Bulls. So I feel like him being around them big people, like, really, like, you know, in that big environment, you know how they get.
Yeah.
So I feel like him being around that, bringing that to a little school, to, like, a little group of receivers that's actually good. Yeah. You know, I really think that helped us a lot too.
Do you so the big emotions, obviously the body language and just being that person when stepping up when it's time to step up.
Step up, exactly.
What it's funny that you say some interesting stories, like how you were grateful that you started out Somerset, being little fish in a big pond, or big fish in a little pond.
Oh, yeah.
What, thinking back now, reflecting, what is an interesting story from whatever? It doesn't only have to be football, but something from your life, an interesting story that really taught you something that sticks with your brain. Like, anytime you get back into that same situation, it, like, automatically comes out.
Let's see.
Maybe with your parents, your brothers, your football.
Wait, ask the question again.
So let's say
you don't have to cut that out.
No. We have to keep that on. So, like, a story that was like a lesson, like a lesson learner
like
for
what
you.
Type of lesson,
like, for example, like, let's say one day it's hard. And then I think about it, it's hard to answer. It's like, no, but the point that I'm trying to get to is, like, just something that happened in your life that you learned something from it. Like, damn. Or like, oh, look, it's my sophomore year, last year, bro, senior year. Nobody was applying for scholarships, and I was like, yo, why is nobody applying? Like, it's just a bunch of free money. So I'm like, all right, let me take advantage of this. Nobody's doing this.
Right.
Am I going to be like nobody, or am I going to do this? And I learned, okay, when people are not doing something, you don't have to, like, okay, I'm not going to do it either because they're not doing it. Right. You could be like, oh, okay, hold on. They're not doing it, so let me see what I can do. Like,
a
lesson
so
that you
going into my freshman year, right, like it's like 4 games in. Everybody's like, why Johnny always getting the ball? Like, why Johnny always getting this? Why Johnny always getting the ball? So it's like, oh, because the quarterback I played with me in Little League, Cam. So it's like, he's like, why Johnny always getting the ball? Every day after practice, me, Cam, will stay out until it's almost time. Like coach got to lock the gates. Work on every route we got to fix. We run the whole route through like 2 times, and just keep working. And then that's when brought them boys out. And then that's when our receiver core just like sparked. Like we just lit up. Like we just like it'd be some routes like I need help with, Cam would tell me, or some routes we need to get timing on, Cam would tell me. We just fix that, and then me, Cam, during the summer, like we just keep working. Like after I came my sophomore season, after my freshman season, it was like I was not putting in no work. So going into my sophomore season, right, it was like I was like, damn, I didn't put like, cause I was like, okay, I'm that guy. Like I got too complacent basically. I was like, okay, I'm that guy. Like I already know what I could do, right? That summer I ain't put in no work. I'm like, damn, like I'm really looking sorry. But I wasn't looking sorry, but like my expectations were wasn't where it was supposed to be. So I'm like, damn, I really need to put in some work. So I'm like, so after that I was like, if I do transfer, I know I gotta put in work during the summer.
Yeah.
So that summer I just put in work with TAP all the way till it's time. No, not that summer, but like yeah, after my freshman season, I didn't put in no work, and then once the season finished, that's when I started putting in work.
So what do you think
it just kept working?
The macro lesson that you can apply not only to football but life after football and stuff?
Life, like, just keep working. Like, don't get too complacent because you're in a good spot. You know, you're never full. Like, you always want to be hungry for more. Like, just because you got number one in this don't mean you can't get number one in that. Like, just keep going. Don't stop. Like, it'll be sometimes in life where things don't go as good.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to keep going. Don't stop.
Yeah.
So I just felt like just me keep working, and now look where I'm at now. With this
and you still have a place to go. To be honest, if you keep working,
exactly.
That's the whole bold. Like you got to keep working.
Sometimes, okay, let's be honest. Sometimes we all get lazy. Sometimes we don't want to work.
Yeah.
But those are the times you just gotta get out there and just keep going. That's that last rep. You're thinking about like, damn, it's the last rep. I don't really gotta go that hard. But you just go hard, finish out strong.
That is all just basically a mindset thing. Like it's all training your mind.
Exactly, straight mindset.
So now, kind of transitioning into the second stage. It's good to see now the I think to summarize, your second stage was a lot of, well, you're still living your second stage because you're still in high school, you're still young, but you learned a lot of lessons from transferring to Somerset, to St. Thomas, but ultimately you learned that, okay, like I'm not going to be complacent in whatever I do. Like I need to, even though I was that guy there, and like if I keep going down the path, I can be this guy here. I still need to work. I still need to prove myself. I still need to show up every day, and obviously just open to the opportunities in the future in terms of becoming a leader. So now, kind of to put it to the third stage, which is really senior year, you're going to commit somewhere, and then life after that, right? Whatever you decide to go to NFL or whatever you do after that. What type of leader do you see yourself becoming when the time comes to step up?
I see myself becoming a leader that, like, people can actually, like, follow after, like, say, like, I want to be like that guy. I want to be like this guy. Like, I want people to see, like, my footsteps, like, see where I came from. I came from a very little school, doing nothing. Nobody knew my name. Barely people knew my name to come into a bigger school. And now people starting to know my name. It's like, just because where you started off don't mean you have to finish that way. I just want people, like, you know, I think I'll be a very great leader, like, helping kids. I feel like after, like, you know, NFL, I'm going to always come back to the community, help. Like, I feel like I always told myself, like, after I go to the league, I get enough money, I'll always come back to the schools that help me, like my middle school, my elementary, you know, daycares I went to. I feel like I just want to, you know, give back to people. You know, that's what everybody say, but, like, you know, it's like it's that that feeling of people helping you. It's like you want to always give back.
Because you feel like indebted. I think in any, like, if you hear any great stories from any CEOs, from even fantasy stories, like there's always someone in that person's life that did so much for that person that you can't pay them back. Even if with money, you can't pay them back because they just put so much time into you. It's like, so you just got to be grateful. I want to say give back when you can, but it's like, there's just some things that you're like,
you just got to be like,
there's just some things that you're just like indebted to, and it's just like, just be grateful. And then when you get the chance, give back, obviously. But
want to give back.
So just a leader that is always that you want to be looked up to.
Yeah. want people to
Yeah.
see like you could be as good as you say you could be.
Yeah.
If you believe it and you put in the work, you can't just say something and not do something.
Yeah.
You got to say something and do something. You
Yeah.
say something, do something, you believe it, ask God, pray to God.
Yeah.
Because it's so crazy. Like, before, I think I already dropped 2 offers. Then I see him, I'm on Instagram Reels, about to go to bed. And I see like this little, this little prayer thing. And he was just like, a lot of miracles are coming. Like, just keep working, praying to God. You know, the miracles will come.
Yeah.
So, I just, it just like I just felt something like something gonna come. But I didn't know what it was. It could have been anything.
Yeah.
So, I just kept believing. I just kept waiting my turn. Just wait your turn.
Just wait your turn.
And it will come. You can't just always be like, oh, why did this guy get something? Why did that guy get something? Not I ain't get it. Just be grateful. You can't hate on others because, they're putting in the work. You don't know what they're doing behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Just because they don't look like they're doing something, they could always be doing something.
Yeah.
Just always be grateful. Never hate. Always be happy for the next man that they got what they got, because whatever they got, they deserved it, obviously, because they put in that work in that time. So I was always like, okay, that's good for the next man. Just waiting my time, just keep working.
Yeah.
And the work, it's not finished being paid off, but it's getting paid off.
Yeah. So I think the big bold that we could take from this interview is basically being patient, waiting your turn, and never being complacent that you took from your life. But I think it was really interesting. We got to see a little bit of the story, like starting off at Somerset, you playing kicker. I didn't know that either. Playing kicker, and then ultimately coming who you are today, holding 10 D1 offers from big schools. But you're still ways to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're at an interesting position. But thank you guys so much if you guys made it to the end. I hope you guys enjoyed the stories. I hope you guys enjoyed the lessons and that you took something from it and can apply it to your leadership. Anything you want to leave off on?
Thank you, Coach Tap. Thank you, Somerset. Thank you, St. Thomas.
Hopefully they watch it,
But
Hopefully they watch
it.
But thank you so much for making it to the end, and see you on the next one. Take care.